Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bukola of K.I.B Fashion, and in today's tutorial I'll be learning how to make this trending structure sleeve. For this tutorial, here are the tools we'll be needing. You'll be needing your crinoline. You can use any fabric of your choice, but for this particular fabric, for the particular tutorial, I am going to be working with Brera satin, which is also known as doll face. You'll be needing your hard gum stay. You can use color stay in place of this hard gum stay. Then you also be needing your boning. The boning I'm using is a sewable one, so you'll be needing a sewable boning, and you also be needing a basic sleeve block. I've gone ahead to shape it out like this. If you want me to make a video on how to draft this sleeve block, kindly let me know in the comment section. So you need your basic sleeve block, then after which we can go ahead and fold our fabric. So we fold our fabric like so into two like this, in such a way that when you place your basic block from the upper part, you have 4 inches interval like this. You have 4 inches from here, from the upper part, then you should have 6 inches from the side like this. You see? So I'm going to go ahead to mark it out. So first thing, I'm going to draw a border line like this, a straight line that's going to be serving as a guideline at the upper part like this. After which, from that line, I'll come down by 4 inches like this. You can use 3 inches, you can also use 4 inches, depending on how much curve, how much pleats you want to have in your outfits, in on the sleeves. So here is the 4 inches that I've gone ahead to mark down. I'll create a straight line with it like this. Then from here, from the side that is on fold, I'm going to go in by 6 inches like this. You can use 5 inches in place of these 6 inches, but I'm using 6 inches for this particular tutorial. So I'll also mark a straight line just to indicate that this is my 6 inches. Note that I came down from the borderline we created by 4 inches and I went in by 6 inches. So I'm going to place my basic sleeve block that I have gone ahead to draw out like this, making the tip start from that 4 inches and making this side, this unfold part, to start from, to align with the 6 inches that we came in by. So then I'll go ahead and pin it down. So I've gone ahead to pin it down like this. Then I'll create this as a straight line like so, a straight line like so. The length of the basic sleeve I'm working with is 13 inches. See, I'm showing you the confirmation of it. This is 13 inches. That's the length of the basic sleeve that I'm working with. So you need to know the length of where you want your sleeves to be. But for this particular tutorial, I want it to be 13 inches. So after which, I've been able to create all of this out. Then we can go ahead. So from this upper part, this 4 inches, now I'm going to connect a curve to blend back with this sleeve here. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. A curve, let me use a marker. See, a curve like this to blend in with this, like this. With the basic sleeve I have gone ahead to draw, I create a curve from this 4 inches interval that I came down by. Then I created that armhole. That's what will elongate the armhole. In that case, we'll be able to have our pleats on it. So after which, I'll go ahead and cut it out now like this. Then I also cut the lower parts like this. So we can do away with the other fabrics. Now there is what we have now. From the upper part now, this 4 inches, this is now our sleeve length, I can go ahead and remove this pattern paper. You can also leave it there depending on how you understand it. This is what we have now without the pattern paper. So from the upper part now, I'm going to come down by 9 inches. You can use 9 inches, you can use 9.5, you can also use 10, but ensure it is not more than 10. So I'm going to be using 9 inches for this particular sleeve. Then from these 9 inches, I'll create a curve, blending it to the sleeve length on the side like this. See what I've done? I came down by 9 inches. Note that I said you can use 9.5 or 10. Then from that 9 inches that I came down by, I created a curve inward like this. So I'm going to be using my marker so you can see what I'm talking about very well. Like this. You create a curve like so to that point. Then you go ahead and cut it out. That way to give us a new shape for the sleeve we are working with. So this is what we have now. You see, it's more looking like what we intend to create. So after we have achieved this, I'm going to be using this same fabric as my lining. You can also use the same fabric so as to give you that neat finishing. So I'll go ahead and fold my lining. So that means for each of the sleeves, I'm going to be needing two of this fabric. Two of this fabric. That means for the two sleeves I'm working with, I'll be needing 4 of it. Ensure that the side that is on fold is also still on fold when you are repeating it. So I'm going to go ahead and place it like this. Arrange the edge. Ensure it is aligning very well at the edge like this. And you go ahead and trace it out. So I've gone ahead to cut all the 4 pieces, and this is what we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next thing we're going to be doing now is to cut our interfacing, which is the hard gum stay that I'm using. Note that I said you can use a color stay in place of this hard gum stay. So I'm going to be cutting 2 pieces of this hard gum stay instead of 4, because I only want to fuse it to my lining, not my fabric. I like when I fuse it to the lining, not the fabric. That way does not make your fabric look wrinkled. So I'm going to go ahead and cut 2 pieces of this. Then I'll go ahead and fuse it together with my iron, and I'll come back to show you what it looks like. So guys, I've gone ahead to fuse the gum stay with it, but because it is white you may not see it clearly, but of course I've gone ahead to fuse it with it. Here is it on it, and I'll fuse this on too. So the next thing I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to take my crinoline like this. Then I will sew it to the edge of this particular place. You see, this is the upper part and this is the lower part. So I'm going to be sewing this crinoline to the edge of this lower part like this, gradually like this. When I'm done putting the crinoline, I'm going to take my boning. Then before I put my boning, I will go up by like ½ inch or even 0.75, so that when I want to turn it with my lining, there will be allowance to turn it with my lining. So you go up by 0.5 or 0.75 before you sew the crinoline to the edge of it carefully like so. So I'm going to go ahead and do all of this, then come back to show you what it looks like. So I've gone ahead to sew the crinoline and also attach the boning to it. You see, I went up by ½ inch before attaching the boning, but the crinoline I started exactly from the tip like so. So the next thing I'm going to be doing now is I'll take my lining and use it to turn it like so. I'll place it evenly, then I'll go ahead and sew the lower part with ½ inch like this together. I will notch it and top stitch it, then I'll come back to show you what it looks like. So I've gone ahead to sew it with ½ inch, just like I said. I notched it, then I also top stitch it. The next thing we're going to be doing now is take it together like this, so that we can have an inseam finishing. You take it together like this, then I'll sew ½ inch like so. You make the main fabric that is carrying the gum stay face each other, and the lining itself you make it also to face each other. So you go ahead and sew half inch, join it with half of an inch like this. I'll go ahead to join it, then I'll come back to show you what it looks like. So guys, I've gone ahead to join the sides with half inch, just like I said. Then I turned it to the right side like this. See what the inside looks like, looking very neat. And I've also gone ahead to iron it down to make it look really neat. So the next thing I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to match the edges together so that the lining and the main fabric stays together. Then I'll gather the tip of it like this, then I will fuse it to my outfit. So before I fix it to my outfit, I'm going to come back to show you guys what it looks like after matching the edges and also gathering this upper part. Thank you. So guys, this is what we have at the end of it. I've gone ahead to gather it, and it's looking really beautiful. Yeah, you see, it's looking really nice. I've gone ahead to gather the edges like this. So if you found this tutorial helpful, please kindly like, share and comment. Thank you. See you in my next video. Bye.